My name's Marlene Drinkwine. I'm the Vice President of Business Services for the Long Beach City College, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you to our liberal arts campus, and thank you so much for joining us this morning. I would like to start the morning by introducing the members of our Board of Trustees and other elected officials and dignitaries who joined us today. We have with us from our own Long Beach Community College District Board of Trustees, President Sunny Zia, Trustee Dr. Virginia Baxter, and Trustee Doug Otto. Oh, I am so sorry. I need to look to the right. We also have Vice President Vivian Malauulu and Trustee Uduak-Joe Intuk. From the Lakewood City Council, we have Mayor Steve Croft. We also have Long Beach Council member Stacy Mungo, who I believe is on her way. With us from the offices of state and local officials, we have, I believe, Congresswoman Linda Sanchez, possibly on her way. We have representatives from Assemblymember Patrick O'Donnell's office, as well as representatives from LA County Supervisor Janice Hahn. And from the LBCC Citizens Oversight Committee, we have our ASB President, Jan Paulo Canteras, Dr. Rebecca Turrentine, and I believe Sharon Diggs Jackson is on her way. And then from the Long Beach City College, we have on her way, I believe, Dr. Kathy Scott, our Executive Vice President of Academic Affairs, as well as Jean Duran, our Interim Vice President of Human Resources. Next, it is my great pleasure to introduce our Board President, Sunny Zia. President Zia is serving her second term on the Long Beach Community College District Board of Trustees. She was elected to represent Area 3 in 2014 and then was reelected in 2018. She is a first-generation immigrant who grew up in a hard-working family that raised her with the guiding principles of the American dream. From a young age, they instilled in her the importance of education as the pathway to success, and she works tirelessly for the welfare of LBCC students. Please join me in welcoming President Zia.
Good morning. Wow, what a windy day. What a beautiful windy day. Welcome, everyone. Thank you, Vice President Drinkwine. I love that name, by the way. It's so fabulous. And thank you to our guests for joining us here today to celebrate what I consider a hallmark of our liberal arts campus. While I have served on the Long Beach Community College District Board of Trustees for 5 years now, this is the first ribbon cutting I have been honored to conduct as the board president. This is very special. How fortunate am I that it happens to be this beautiful, historic piece of architecture in Long Beach City College's history. Our bond management team worked diligently to update this building in a sensitive manner, careful to spend the $12.5 million budget with deliberate thoughtfulness in ways that will only help the learning experience for our students. So let's give them a big round of applause, shall we? This is more than 16,000 square feet of pure learning atmosphere. It was a modernizing effort that now features 5 new classrooms, a computer lab, new meeting rooms, faculty offices, and even a new stage area in the courtyard for future readings and performances of our students' work. Particularly, everything inside has been upgraded to meet accessibility standards of current building codes. There were seismic and structural upgrades. That's near and dear to my heart since I'm a recovering structural engineer, civil engineer, and currently a civil engineer. HVAC, that'll be near and dear to my father's heart. Plumbing and electrical upgrades, near and dear to my sister's heart. So it's all in the family. And of course, the much needed audiovisual and informational technology upgrades that are so important in today's classrooms. I am thrilled for our faculty and for the students that will now continue the fine academic history of our great college. Of course, none of this would have been possible without our community, all of you. I want to thank our voters and taxpayers for their strong and continued support of the Long Beach Community College District. Thanks to their support, we have been able to make significant progress toward modernizing the college, as you can see here today. This is an incredible investment and strong testament to ongoing support from the cities of Avalon, Lakewood, Long Beach, and Signal Hill. Thank you again for joining us today, and we welcome you and looking forward to having you join us for the reception as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, President Zia. I am now honored to introduce Dr. Reagan Ferragamo Romali, Superintendent President of the Long Beach Community College District. Dr. Romali joined the Long Beach City College in 2017. Since that time, she has not stopped in her efforts to provide faculty, staff, the community, and her students with the best possible experience in LBCC. Please join me in welcoming Dr. President Romali.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. I think the best part of our day just happened, right? When we saw the students walk up. How fun was that? Students, we treasure you and we value you, and this is our gift to you. This is the gift of all of the faculty and staff and administrators and board of trustees of Long Beach City College. It's a gift from our local politicians and our taxpayers in our district. So we hope that you love this space. Because we do this because we love you so much. It's such a beautiful day for ribbon cutting. And believe it or not, when I arrived here in 2017, this building had just closed up shop. So this is very exciting to me. This is the first semester that I've been able to fully see this new beautiful building. And I love to envision all the intellectual residents that are going to walk through these halls and have walked through these halls for 85 years. And I've heard so many of the storied tales of the learning that went on here. These faculty members that work in this building, they shape the lives of writers and poets and lovers. And they are literature lovers and journalists, and isn't that fantastic? So many LBCC faculty and staff have told me that the English building is their very favorite on campus, and it's so near and dear to my heart as an English major and a lover of books myself. It's so rich in academic history. And so when we look around today at this gorgeous building, we understand the traditions that have gone on here and will go on here. I doubt that there are too many community colleges in California that can boast 2 fireplaces in their English building, much less crown moldings and built-in bookcases and archways and stages from the 1930s. Alongside modern technology of big screen TVs and motorized screens, it's sort of the best of both worlds in academia that our students get to learn from. Building P behind me is the oldest building on LBCC's campus, and it opened in 1935 when Long Beach Junior College moved to this location as a home of most of the campus life went on here, if you can picture yourself back in those days. You're still going to find in this space what was called the Little Theater. It was a lounge where dignitaries and book fairs would take place, leading out through gorgeous French doors to a courtyard where candlelit award dinners and student rallies could occur. Can you just see the inspiration for books and poetry here? It's within our Building P that our award-winning student newspaper has lived for 8 decades, training writers and editors and photographers, photographers who found much success in the world of journalism. This building was also a nucleus that started LBCC's reputation for outstanding faculty and published authors, lovers of the written word who banter with each other and their students day in and day out, and it holds true to this day. And I want to thank each of them for their dedication and drive to student success. I want to thank everyone who's here today. Perhaps you've been a student who walked these halls. Perhaps you're just getting out of class right now or in class. And perhaps you're a faculty teaching this afternoon and you're still getting used to having a brand new office. I want to say to you that as what Long Beach Junior College's first president, Principal John L. Lounsbury, wrote in his welcome address in 1935, "Greetings and a hearty welcome. You are now a part of the school at a very important time." And now I'm delighted to be a part of this building's newest chapter. Thank you so much and welcome.
Thank you, President Romali. Our next speaker is Lee Douglas, Dean of Language Arts here at Long Beach City College. He joined LBCC in 2001 as a faculty member in the Learning and Academic Resources Department and became Dean in 2015. Please help me welcome Dean Douglas to the podium.
Good morning. What a beautiful day, isn't it? Thank you for the warm welcome. In a sense, it seems like yesterday that I joined the president and the board of directors, or board of trustees right here for the groundbreaking. But in another sense, it seems like forever ago. What we were facing in renovation was daunting because the faculty and I felt the need to protect the history and the architectural elements that make it one of the most special places on campus. Little windy, excuse me. But on the other hand, we are quite excited to see particular features of the 85-year-old building disappear. For example, things like the powder rooms that feature toilets in the faculty offices. How do I say this? Those needed to go. We all agreed that the chip paint and extremely old, stale chalkboards could go by the wayside. It needed so much updating for instructional purposes. Technology-wise, you would expect an 8mm movie projector from the 1940s to be pushed out of an old, damp closet compared to the beautiful built-in 80-inch monitors we now have. Looking around, as classes have begun this semester, I already sense a sense of camaraderie between the faculty in their new offices, and we've noticed students having a better sense of pride in taking care of their new surroundings. The faculty of 2019, like the faculty who first occupied the building in 1936, all share a common bond: their desire for academic excellence. They share a dedication to high-quality teaching, and to accomplish these things, I am so pleased they have a refurbished, beautiful building to continue their work. Someone I would really like to thank for helping to keep the sense of history alive is English professor and honors coordinator, Dr. Jeff Wheeler. Is Jeff, I know he's here somewhere. There he is. Jeff is the keeper of all history. He tells me stuff about this building, something new every day, and it's just amazing. And thank you for keeping that history alive. Thank you for advocating for the building, Jeff, and for cherishing the old while embracing the new. Your work and dedication is to be commended. I'd also like to thank Dr. Rodney Rodriguez, who was the department head during most of the renovation and was instrumental in the building, and Anthony Staros, who served as department head during the latter part of the renovation. I would also like to thank all of the English faculty. English faculty, if you're here, please raise your hand. What a wonderful group. Let's give them a hand. Thank you. And alumni, that's right. That's right. Can't forget the alum. I'd also like to congratulate all those who worked on the project who helped to keep the historical flavor of the building in a more modern shell. We're happy again that it retains a historic sense. So when you enter the building today, I hope you too will agree that the sense of history has not been lost. Thank you again for joining us here today at Long Beach City College.
Thank you, Dean Douglas. As we prepare to close the ceremony, I would like to thank a few people who helped make today possible. First, there are several key people who played vital roles and worked very hard to make this building a reality. And so, on behalf of the college, I would like to thank our Citizens Oversight Committee for their diligent advisory role in our bond program. My amazing facilities team who helped oversee this project. And all the members of the bond management team, especially George Pla, Terrence DeGray, Manish Trivedi, and the Cordoba Corporation. Next, I would like to thank those who helped make today's event possible. The planning of the event was led by the Office of Public Affairs and Marketing with the amazing assistance of the Operations, Custodial, and Grounds crew and the Multimedia team. Thank you all. And most importantly, thanks to you for being here to help celebrate the amazing accomplishment that this building represents. I would like to now welcome you to enjoy some light refreshments inside our beautiful courtyard, listen to some music from our talented student musicians from our LBCC Jazz program, and to tour the building. You can follow the path to my right and walk into the courtyard. For President Romali, Board President Zia, and members of the Board of Trustees, and Dean Douglas, please follow me to the main front doors just behind me to cut the ribbon. Thank you so much.